welcome to this week on
The Guinness Guys.
Now this week we are drinking a black velvet, which is made with champagne, and this champagne is Pierre Darcy's Brut. It is 12%.
Now this week we decided to use smaller cans because we noticed that whenever you're pouring from the same can, you get a difference between the first pour and the second pour, so we thought we decided that we should get 2 small cans.
Yeah, you get a good pint and a bad pint out of it, so in order to even out the pints, I guess, I think we'll just go with the little cans from now on. So
we decided to do 2 different pints this week because some people say to use champagne first and some say to use Guinness first. So David will be using champagne first.
I'll be using the champagne first, and Eamon will be using the Guinness first.
So I should pour mine now.
Get this open. Sorry about that, just had my towel here. Try to get this correctly. There we go. Ooh. Easy. Oh, here we go. Hey, up. There we go.
One tip when opening a bottle of champagne is to actually keep the cork steady and to pull the bottle out slowly so you don't get a massive overpour.
Yeah.
It does look spectacular to see it fizz up, but that
You shoot across the room, but you could damage something.
plus it's a waste of good champagne.
That is a waste of good champagne. Now,
Okay,
Eamon's going to go and do that. As you can see, champagne incredibly fizzy. I'm going to add the Guinness to mine. I must say that the preparation of this has been a lot more spectacular than some of the ones that we've done. Well, that's fizzy. I think they were right about champagne second. My champagne has gone very brown here. This is going to be exceedingly fizzy for a while, both of these.
It's like it's eating its way through the head.
It is, yeah.
And another pour here.
I think we may. You go ahead there. Yeah, I think we're going to cut here for a minute so we can finish these pours and let these settle down a little. Okay, welcome back to the Guinness Guys. Now, after we've done the pours here, we've left with 2 fairly similar looking pints. Eamon's is definitely getting lighter towards the top. Mine is all muddy and mixed. We got a little flute here, and you should be able to see there, big champagne on the top, and a little Guinness on the bottom. So definitely should go with champagne second. But either way you do it, there is a lot of mixing. Well, there can be a lot of mixing if you're not gentle enough, and there's stuff like that. So that's what it should look like, and that looks quite nice.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave that down there as a little example, and then we'll move on to this. The visual inspection, I'm left with just a big red pint. Very dark red though, but it is red. Very dark red. Eamon's got quite a good one there. He's got the Guinness on the bottom and he's got the little champagne layer on the top.
It kind of seems to be very kind of yellow on the bottom and then golden in the middle and then ruby red down the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move quickly on here to the smell test. Well, that smells like champagne.
Kind of smells this a bit like vinegar to me.
Well, it's a champagne is white wine. So.
Yeah. I was just wondering, was that because of the mixing of the 2?
No, I don't think so. It just smells like champagne.
Yeah.
No, I do have a lot of mixing, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's mostly champagne.
Okay, so on to the taste of the
Black velvet. It's quite nice.
I don't know that I like that.
It seems very strong because of the champagne.
It does definitely seem strong. It also seems watery. I mean, there was a huge off gas of carbonation for both of us, I think. But this is very watery, I think. There's no real body to it. I mean, champagne is a lighter drink, so there's not much body to it to begin with. But
yeah.
This is very light on the body. So you get that big grapey thing, obviously because it's champagne. You get some sort of lower, bassier, earthier kind of tone from the Guinness, but it is only very slight. It's in the background really. Mostly you're getting a milder champagne. Now I'm not sure of the actual math on this, but it's likely that because the champagne is 12% and the Guinness is 4.2, this has ended up somewhere like maybe 8 or 9%, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it sure tastes like 8 or 9%. It definitely is strong.
Yeah.
powerful drink.
Mm.
This is probably why they don't serve it in pints, why they serve it in little flutes.
Yeah.
Now I just want to give you some information here before we do the taste. This was invented in Brooks Club, I'm not sure where that is, but in 1861 it was to mourn the death of Prince Albert at the time, who was the Prince Consort of Princess Victoria, or to Queen Victoria. The colouring was meant to remind people of the funeral armbands that people were wearing. The Black Velvet is traditionally made with any stout and any sparkling white or champagne, so we just went with Guinness and Champagne. So for the taste,
I think as I go down the pint, there's still a clear layer. Don't know if you can pick it up on camera. Champagne and Guinness.
I think you're drinking the champagne mostly, though. It's like you're drinking the champagne off the top. I mean, that still looks incredible. But, you know, mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
So for the taste.
Well, for the taste, I think I'll just give it a 3 out of 5. I mean, it tastes pretty good, and I'm not a particular champagne fan, but with the champagne in it already, it tastes quite alright.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I mean, it's like a running shoe with a wooden sole. This isn't. These things do not work together.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 1. I mean, I'm not really enjoying this at all. It's, you know, half of it's too strong and the other, there's no real taste to it. It's just, I'm not a fan of this.
Now on to the combo.
I'm going to score the combo first. First off, if poured correctly in the correct vessel, it seems, it does look very nice. I mean, the champagne goes a little brown, but it's something that, you know, wouldn't be accounted for. It looks quite nice.
And it's nice to see that layering in a Guinness cocktail as well.
Yeah, it is nice. It's always nice to see the layering. I think this is the first we've done where the Guinness has really sat on the bottom.
Yeah.
Otherwise they've mixed, or the lighter one has been at the bottom. Mine's turned into a very, very red pint now. Big ruby red. The head retention is weird, but it's there.
Yeah.
But how does the combo work? I think the Guinness dulls down the champagne, and if you don't really want a dull champagne, I don't think. And there's no real Guinness to speak of, really.
Yeah. I think as I go down now, the champagne there is completely gone. I'm just getting a mixture of Guinness and champagne.
Yeah. The Guinness is getting better as I go down, but the champagne isn't getting any better. It's gone mostly flat. There's no real Guinness taste left off it. It's just kind of like a muddy champagne. So I don't think this combo works particularly well. I could be wrong. I mean, if you enjoy this sort of thing and your bartender makes one of these every time, then it might be a little better. But the one I've got here, no, not for me. I give it a 2. So I'll give it a 2 because it's a classic, and you know there's expensive ingredients and stuff. But nah, this ain't for me. This doesn't work very well together.
Well, I think for the combo myself, I mean, you can't see it now, but there was a great layer of champagne at Guinness. It does seem to have improved as I've gone down. I think in terms of the combo and how it looks, it is at the start it was really good. I think in terms of the taste as well, as I go down, it has improved the pint vastly. So on appearance sake and on a later taste sake, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 for the combo.
Yeah.
And now the compared.
Well, compared to the other ones, I don't think this is going to hold up very well for me.
Too rich for our blood.
It's not that it's too rich. It's that, well, a little bit. But it's a mixture of grain and grape. It's not really working. It's not really working for me. I mean, I don't think this is not really added much to the Guinness. It's not really added much to the champagne either. It's made the champagne a little worse, and it's just eradicated the Guinness, as far as I can tell. So compared to the other stuff, I mean, I think this is going to be another low score for me. This is a 1. I would drink any of the other ones except for the D4 special any day of the week over this. So that's a 1 for me.
Well, I think compared, you know, I kind of enjoyed the champagne at the start, and then throughout the middle there was a kind of even mixture, and now it is mostly a Guinness mixture. I wouldn't really want to seek this out again, so I think for compared I'm going to give it a 1 as well.
Yeah. I'll add up the scores in a minute, but I just want to give you a little note on the D4 special we did last week. One of our commenters, a D-Alt username, he kindly looked up the information on Wikipedia and found when the edits were made, and apparently somebody from Dublin 4 a couple of months ago just changed or just put it up there. So it seems that the D4 special was entirely a Wikipedia invention. So it's not really a black and tan cocktail, but having had it, we did have something now to compare the other stuff to. So I'm glad we drank it, but it still wasn't very good. And also, it's not really as genuine, I suppose, as the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted to do this one this week, is because this is, I think this is one of the oldest.
Yeah.
Probably one of the oldest black and tan cocktails there are. But this, I'll add up the scores.
So this week I scored a 6 out of 15.
And I've scored it a 4 out of 15. I am not taken by this at all. I think if you're looking for a quick way to ruin champagne, this is probably it.
Or Guinness for that.
Or Guinness, yeah. I would have gladly had either of these. I mean, this champagne is pretty good on its own.
Yeah.
And the Guinness is great on its own, but mixed together, nah.
I think it's just some people are attracted to the idea. But now that we've tried it, I wouldn't particularly recommend trying it yourself.
No, I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this week, and with the Black Velvet.
We'll see you next time
on the Guinness Guys.
There's that.